Oh ho, Barry, welcome back. Big Stevie Cool 1872. We're here. We live stream the night, and we're going to talk Rangers because you know what? It's almost the end of March, and it's time to discuss it. Clocks went forward, and there's more sunlight, even though you wouldn't think it right here, right now. But anyway, that's boring talk. Let's talk about Rangers. I want people to talk about it. Anything, get it asked. I'll be there. I'll reply to it in record timing. Hopefully record time we can get to it and get it done. But it was a good live stream last night. I appreciate everybody sending super chats and all that stuff. It was great, fantastic. I'll put a wee party. I'll put a wee goal right here, right now. So I like to see. Hello, Mackenzie. What's happening? Any queries? Any questions? All that good stuff. But Barry Ferguson, old habits. You didn't like to see those old habits creep back in. Neither did I. I think any of us really did. Lucky to get away with it last night. Cyriel Dessers did not have his shooting boots on. I'll put that up on my phone. Oh, Big Stevie Cool turned on subscribers only mode. Yeet. I don't like Jey Uso. Jey Uso's shite. How about that? Who's probably some people don't even know who Jey Uso is, and you know what? To those people, I salute you. You're not really supposed to know who Jey Uso is. You like Umaga? I like it. I like the Umaga past tense, obviously, sadly, but yeah, I like Umaga. Liked Umaga back in the day. I have no complaints about Umaga. Could do with him in the defence. You like only Rangers YouTuber I like? Yeah, I sometimes think you're wrong. Maybe you're both fucking wrong, to quote Chibs Telford from the Mines, Tommy Flanagan. Yeah, maybe you're both fucking. Well, that's good. That's very good. But yeah, Umaga. Did you enjoy your Dundee Cup? Absolutely, it was brilliant, mate. It was fantastic. Loved it. Fucking still celebrating it here. What a day. We got 4-3 against Dundee. Wasn't expecting that. Absolutely not. Hold on here. We better moving about. Let's hold the line. That's a wee bit better, isn't it? Wee bit of light. Wee bit of party mode. What we got, man? I've got nothing really to discuss. I mean, I could discuss Barry. I've already talked about Barry Ferguson's comments. The habits can't be going down 3-0, and all that stuff like that. It's like almost looks like a flag at Rangers put up over their stadium a couple of weeks ago. Is there anything you don't celebrate? I can name a few things actually. If anyone watched the watch along, man, I'm happy my team won. But if you're jumping around celebrating that, like we've won the Champions League, then I mean it's great to get a last minute winner, but we're 13 points behind and we're in a bit of a pickle. So, different if you're there, but me sitting here in the West Wing didn't really want to bounce about too much. 2 weeks ago when Igamani bangs that Thunderbolt in, that's when you bounce around. That's party mode. Last night, Cyriel Dessers scoring on the 10th attempt to make it 13 points. It was a good game for the neutral, but from our perspective, I don't know what to say. How much do you think Rangers and Celtic will spend this summer? I wouldn't be surprised if you're looking at 40 million all in. But then it depends who we sell, both teams. I don't know. I'm not expecting, and that's combined, by the way. I'm not. I know a Rangers fan that was telling me in a raging manner he was happy with that win. Yeah, I'm happy with the win, but let's not get carried away. Should never have been in that situation. And it's not to go in front in a title or get into finally a cup or something. It feels a bit deflated. Need to stop these dumbass mistakes and giving away goals. Totally. Worried life blues. Totally. Got a tickly. I don't know what it is. I've got a tickly cough, man. I think it's something in the West Wing. Allergic to something? Could be. Can't seem to shake it. There's not even a cough. It's like something stuck in my throat. It's not even. I don't know. It's a weird gimmick going on. I mean, I'm talking and I prevent myself from coughing because I feel like I need to cough. But it's not because it's got hee-haw to do with the chest. It's like there's something in my throat. But Keysgard looks likely, and he has 8 million. I don't know. I mean, Rangers should pay 5.5 million for Tierney. That happy, fuming. Must be a proper emotional roller coaster being the tribute act. You know, I like my roller coasters. You know, I've come down with that norovirus. What's that? Is that a new virus floating about? I need to Google that. What is that? I'm going to Google that. Vomiting bug? No good. No good. That's no good. Hate that. No two worse feelings than being sick and shiting yourself. I can guarantee you that. Don't know what I'd prefer. I think there's nothing worse than being sick, like throwing up, but that relief when you've got it all out your system, that's a good feeling, folks. Not a bit sore that can be. Celebrate anything virus. You thought you were going to die. That's no good. Nothing worse than feeling like you were going to die from a sickness bug. I tell you what, I've caught it a month ago when I cracked the back of my skull off the kitchen counter playing FIFA in an Airbnb. I thought I was done. I mean, I'm telling you here, I've never cracked my head so hard. It was like a car crash, man. Whiplash. You know what I mean? No, not again. Not another lockdown season. Well, hopefully. Well, I mean, no one wants a lockdown season. I want the results of the lockdown season. Don't get it twisted. That's what I would want. But of course, not the way it went down that way, which was out of order. We need the fans in the stadiums. I'll tell you what. Let's talk about Rangers. Well, that's the whole point of this, isn't it? They took money at my bank earlier. My Jers. Who's got a My Jers account? Hit it in the chat. I was wondering because you've obviously got your bank right and your available balance. So I'm looking at it like, why is there 40 quid missing or whatever it fucking was? I think it's 50, but I think they only took 40 or something. So yeah, took 40 quid. I don't. Why are they taking it in March? By the way, hit head playing FIFA. No, so I went down to play FIFA, and knowing you've had a hard day, and you sit down on the couch, right, and you just swing your head back. Obviously, being an Airbnb and not, I'm not accustomed to my current surroundings. I just swung back. See if it was an edged tabletop, I'd have been. I don't think I'd be here. I'd have split the back of my skull open, man. I was concussed. I was on the ropes. It was fucking sore. Pain doesn't bother me, right? That might emo talk. No, pain doesn't bother me. It's feeling fucked and concussion. I don't know if people have had it, but it's no good. You feel like you're in a dream to a degree, and there's nothing better when you come back to reality. Did I score? No, it was before the game even played. I mean, I sat down, went to select the controller across, and see the noise, man. Fucking ain't got time to bleed. You couldn't have hurt. Well, I mean, it did cushion, but I wasn't even wearing a hat enough. Like, it was full concussion. Honestly, folks, I thought it was good night. It was one of those ones where it was you can't go to sleep straight away. You might not wake up. I was a bit surprised when I woke up the next morning. I'm surprised there wasn't an MRI getting brought in, to be honest. But I ain't got time to bleed. All right, it was sore. Banned for singing your songs while transforming Ibrox into a mosque is superb banter for the new Catholic owners. Yeah, I mean, what is going on there? Oh, Sean Hughes. Can we talk about the fact I've spent the last 24 R's arguing with other fans that apparently we are going to miss Dessers when he's gone, apparently because he scored 20 goals. He never hides. Bullshit. Thank you for the super chat, Sean. Yo, I totally agree, right? What's there to say? Dessers is pish. He ballooned like 10 chances yesterday. And Igamani's on the pitch, right? But look at like I've said this in the review. Look at Lawrence and Tav did, right? Absolutely buried their shots for distance. Dessers just can't do it. Dessers just cannot do it. Look at my chances. See them on a one-on-ones he's got, man. I would have scored more than Dessers last night. I'm convinced it. And that's not me saying I'm great. I'm pish. I was never that good. I played right back many moons ago. But come on, man. Anybody that knows how to hit a fucking football would have had much better joy than Dessers, man. He's an enigma. Exactly, that is it. But it wasn't good enough last night. And, you know, anybody starting up front for us should be banging the goals. And I've seen something like he's the fourth fastest player in 100 appearances to get the 45 goals. Something like, or, you know, he's fourth highest in the goals in 100 appearances. Or something like that, right? Morelos has got 12 more than him. But we considered Morelos not prolific. But we consider Dessers to a degree prolific, so fucking work that one out. Can we work that one out? Why is Dessers considered this and Morelos is considered... Morelos missed a lot of chances as well. I remember him, you know, missing easy headers and things like that. I think headers can be forgiven, right? They are a wee bit more out of your control to a degree. Dessers, how many sitters has Dessers missed, man? Think of the game against, I was going to say Queen's Park. No, they beat us. Was it Fraserburgh? When McCausland fired it across to him, like 6 yards out, open net, and he went for a throw-in. It's like, come on, you can't be doing that. But people would have you believe that Dessers is better than Morelos. Dessers is nowhere near as good as Morelos. They were like, oh, but Ali missed chances. Aye, not bloody 25 for he scores one. Yo. Come on. Let's not... I mean, Ali missed chances. Yeah, he did. Everybody misses chances. You know what I mean? Dessers is weird because he's one of those guys that he has that many chances where it actually waters him down to a degree. See if he had like half the chances and he scored 1 in every 5 instead of 1 in every 10, it'd look a wee bit better. His position is brilliant. You can't fault Dessers' positioning, but he's a fucking striker. He needs to put the ball in the back of the net. I mean, see the amount of chances he got yesterday, man. You give any decent striker, they're scoring more goals, man. They have to. You know what I mean? You're paying decent money for the guy. Decent money for him. He's definitely your best player. He's not. A few better players than Dessers. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say Dessers is pish because he's far from pish, but to be the Rangers number 9, he needs to do more. It's the same against Celtic, right? Yeah, no one remembers it, but at 2 each, he got played through, and what did he? I believe it was Naroki. His fucking arsehole that clean in front of Naroki. But no one talks about it because Igamani came on and fucking scored a wonder goal, and then it was Watergate. But if that game ends 2 each, Dessers had a really good chance, and he did nothing with it. It's pathetic, man. Raskin went for 2 good games, the worst CM versus 11th. More Rangers fans hyped for 2 games. I don't think Raskin was that bad yesterday. I don't think anyone was that good. Butland. I mean, who's the... I mean, can we do a live player ratings? I'll give Jack Butland a fucking 0. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. That mistake's unforgivable. I don't even care if we won the game. You can't be doing what he's done, man, there. He's done. Ever since last season, when Gareth Southgate came up to watch Butland and whoever else, he's checked out. Raskin gave the ball away for the first goal. I can't even remember. Well, the first goal came for a corner. All right, if Raskin did, then fuck him. I'm joking, right? Not fuck him, but you know, Butland will get a 0. All right, Tav scored a goal, got a deflected cross into the back of the net. Probably give Tav. I don't think Tav was that bad defensively, but one of those ones where if we lose, I mean, at 3-1, Tav's all the bastards. At 4-3s, under the radar. I'll give Tav a 6. I think he was all right. Balogun, I'm going to give a 4. He's done, man. We can't re-sign Leon Balogun. We really, really can't. Up next, we've got John Suter. We'll take a break after John. I'll read a few comments. Give John a 5. You can see that 3 goals against Dundee. Yeah, not all of them are your fault, but you're still part of the defence at the end of the day. As long as Dessers doesn't have to take too many touches, he's mint. He's mensch. No, he's mint. I think we can agree with that. Like the Man United one. Like that goal he scored against Dundee is so similar to the goal that he scored against Kelly in the 4-2 game, where he brought it down. Much as Butland worth. Yo, he's at the lower end of the millions. Obviously, I mean, 10 million, 15, forget about that. I don't know how many years left on his deal. I wouldn't complain too much. He's on big weight. And Sue said it there, Stuart. What does Kelly have to do to get a start? You tell me. What does Kelly have to do to get a start, folks? But it's on Barry, right? We all love Barry, but he's talking about bad habits are creeping in. Play different players then. Play different players. Clement fell under the same problem, right? As Barry and McCann, etc., got their own wee favourites, like you're no in there you're probably not going to get the job, let's be honest, right? So why do the same players that you see bad habits from continue to play? And he does make changes. We've seen against Kelly in his first game. He made subs after 25 minutes and took off Salah. And we all know yesterday, Yilmaz should have been out. Yilmaz was brutal. I'll give Yilmaz a 0. He was fucking pish. Sterling, I thought, was all right. I'll give a 5. Into the midfield, Barron was absolutely non-existent. I'll give him a 2. Diamonde, give him a 4. Raskin went under the radar. I'll give him a 4. What happened to that Nansali guy? I don't know. He came on against Fenerbahce, didn't he? No, he came on against Celtic. Don't remember what he's kind of just been bring back Andy Gray. I liked Andy Gray. He does BN Sports with Richard Keys, doesn't he? What a partnership those two are, by the way. Oh, but they said some stuff they shouldn't have. They're fucking better than 99% of the pundits you get these days, man. Absolutely. Alan McGregor having an immediate impact with Butland. All right. Shite. Neville and Carragher overrated pish. I agree. Butland -5 says Sean. Butland thought he was meant to be in the England squad. Maybe he did. As a Celtic fan, at least it didn't take Dessers 3 years to score against us. True. I mean, yeah. I mean, I totally do get that. But how many chances he's ballooned? Morelos did, right? Morelos not scoring against Celtic was a running gimmick. He just couldn't do it. And then once he did, I'm not saying he scored loads, but he got a few in the end, didn't he? He scored the one each game at Parkhead in the COVID season, and a few other goals. So, Carragher better on CBS, absolutely. It just shows you Sky's so fucking woke and politically correct. Like, seeing you compare it to that CBS, all kinds of shit going down on CBS. Barry getting the job would be super. I don't know if I'd agree with that. Butland should have been sold. Have I read that? Butland should have been sold after he cost us the cup final last season. Yep. Mika Richards is the worst pundit I've ever seen. I think he's just kept for his laugh at the end of the day. He is a bit funny, but in terms of punditry, man, it's brutal. Morelos had a cup final, but sadly Fraser Foster could have saved the Titanic that day. That was a shite game, man. I remember I stuck 250 quid on Rangers that day. 2019. That was brutal. That was not good. That was absolute mince. Dessers is a class player. He gets chances, but he keeps going. Absolutely. Lovely. Yeah, 250 quid. But when you're made of money, folks, it's all right. I'm not made of money. Do not take that out of context. What am I even looking for here? I don't know. That Xbox remote. But, yeah, 250 quid. That was back in the good old days of the Royal Mail. I was like, fuck it. Risk it for a biscuit. I think the Rangers were 9-4. Were we 9-4? Or 7-5, something? Quite a difference between 9-4 and 7-5, but What if we play like that in this European tie? And that's what I want. Actually, I need to give him a 2 player ratings up front. Egamani, I'll give a 4. And Dessers, honestly, he scored the winner, but I'll give him a 5. And no, fuck it, I'll give it. No, a 5's too high, man. I don't even care if he scored the winner. I'll give Dessers a 3. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, he scored the winner, but anyone could have scored the winner. Stevie, do you watch that wee banger RFC News, the wee English snob? Is that the guy that spews the fake fucking news? There's so many fake fucking news channels out there that, like, for Rangers, for example. Oh, Kieran Tierney joins today. Lionel Messi joins today, and people click on it and say this is fake. Well, no fucking shit, it's fake, folks. There's so many people that just spew utter fake shite. If it's him, then I can't remember. The wee guy for the British stand. I probably do know him, to be honest, but I can't. I don't really can't recall. But yes, right, the European tie. I want to talk about that. So, tickets are on sale tomorrow, 10 a.m. My jails. I'll be there at 9:59. Looking to buy a ticket. Dan, RFC News. Is this not the guy that does Celtic News as well? And it's the same guy, but it's my brother. Load of shite. It's the same fucking guy. This is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, Morelos missed the pen brilliantly. Who's got the wee Xbox remote, huh? Who's got this? Dan the man. Well, so there's still games just come on here. Scones. Dan the man, huh? Dan the man. But yeah, took 40 odd quid out me Rangers the other day, and now they're going to take, I think it's 50 quid for a ticket tomorrow. It's a quarter final in Europe. You can't really do too much complaining about it, but he's got Tottenham channels and everything. It's just fake fucking news, isn't it? It's like, good morning, Rangers fans. Did you miss this news today? And then it just spews a load of shite, isn't it? But people buy it. People buy it. They accept it. No good, man. No good at all. Right, has anyone else got any other questions? It's got love bites and everything. Who's got love bites? What? Dan? Dan the man? Dan the man. Dan the man got some love bites. Does anyone got any video ideas? Obviously, I don't need to do them in this stream. Any video you'd like to see on this channel, I can get around to doing it. I've got time. It's undefeated time, but I've got enough of it. So, Steve, even as a Celtic fan, we might have been behind a wee bit for the second half if it wasn't for Maeda. Just goes to show why you need to give players time. Mine, Maeda was a mystery man. He was a mystery man. Yeah, I mean, he's added the finishing touch to his game. Best player in the league right now. Wish you had him. And those rumours about Rangers apparently wanting him, but he wouldn't be physical enough for Scottish football. Oh, man. Just shows you. You do need to give players time, but Maeda always offered something even when he didn't finish. You know, he always offers something. Think about how Celtic can make money on Frimpong and Doak and they're not in our squad. That's brilliant. You've seen the film Super? I've never seen that. No. Bring on Amy. She's not here, brother. Why are so many people down? We won a game we would have lost 3 months ago. Yo, I'm not down, but like, I'm not exactly up at the same time. You know what I mean? I'm not exactly. It's all right. Winning was great and all that, but big picture, I want to build towards next season. You know what I mean? People are down because, yeah, I think we would have lost that under Clement. I'm not even going to argue against that, but we need better than that. You know, what we seen yesterday, that's not a team that's ever going to win a league title because it happens far too often. You can't go 2-0 down every other game and come back, regardless of how shite this league is. Well, I like this league, but you know. Do you and the Jambo Bear know Engels is 21, 2 years younger than Raskin, and is the top 3 assists in Scotland? You should just talk about his goals. Yeah, I think Engels is all right. He's better than Adair. We all know that. He does take a lot of corners. I think that's where a lot of his assists will come from. But yeah, I think Engels is all right. Is he worth 11 million? That's a debate for another day. But yeah. Why are we so bad at set pieces? Is the defence just switching off? I don't know, man. They're shy, aren't they? They're not that good. The defense. It's like every other game we concede one, and we never look confident. But it's weird. There's other games where we look. Like, how many games we sat here this season and talked about Suter and Balogun, those two cleared everything that came into the box, and there's other games where they're like bomb scares, man. Don't understand it. Crazy. About a wee dork that decides to become a superhero, but he's got no powers and a wrench. Funny stuff, dark comedy. Sounds like a real laugh. I might need to see that. But yeah, what else? What else should we? What else do we want to talk about here? Probably go to the half an hour mark here. But yeah, fantastic. Engels will be worth it. He's settling in. It's his settling in season. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'd say Raskin is good in a defensive department, but Engels is good in that midfield. Yeah, Rascals. I kind of combine both their names there. Nico Raskin. He needs to do it. He might not be worth 11 million right now, but give him a year. Everyone gives Igamani a free pass for everything because he's young, yet Engels is younger. Yeah, I know Engels is younger, but there's players that don't get the exposure to the game. And even though Igamani is older, this is his first year in any sort of good football. Engels has been playing in the Bundesliga for a lot of his career. He's way ahead of his development. So, yeah, I mean, obviously he's a year younger, so I'm not going to... I mean, that's facts. But how many players do you not see? Like, look at Ian Wright. Look how fucking long he took to burst on the scene. There's loads of players that... Jamie Vardy. Things like that. Basball reminds me of Man City. Just now, right now. Always conceding first. I conceded first earlier against Bournemouth. I did Bournemouth, Napoli, Ross County. My bet was beat when Ross Graham was not. Is it Ross Graham? I think it is. He made it there. It was kind of bizarre on Sunday the way Dessers and the fans, etc., were celebrating as they won the Champions League. It was winning the goal in the Champions League final. Come on. It was second bottom of the league, Dundee. It was a bit bad. I know. I think there is a wee bit. I mean, I get it. I think celebrating when you're at the game is different between when you're watching it in the house or something. I do think Saturday, yes. But there has been a lot of embarrassing celebration. Like when we beat St Johnstone 2-0 in the last 16 of the Cup, called that out. But I mean, Dessers was celebrating like a fucking madman when he made it 2 each with the offside goal. It's like, no, getting back to a draw doesn't do it for us. We need to win these games of football. You think Kelly will go down? I think Kelly could go down as well. Derek McInnes, don't think he'll get the option to turn down Rangers anytime soon, put it that way. What happened to the Hadji comeback year? Here, Hadji changed the game yesterday with Bailey Rice, so maybe he's all right, huh? Maybe Yanis Hadji's all right, but yeah, he's not lived up to it, Hadji. But if he's not going to re-sign, I'd get rid of him. But he's never getting played in his correct position as well. Is Yanis Hadji? You know what I mean? So, that's what it is. How bad were Dundee at 3-1? Should have parked the bus. They kept going man for man. Crazy. Well, fair play to them. Yeah, they should have parked the bus, but you know what? They wanted more goals, and we are a team that shipped goals. And I mean, at 2-0, they made it 3-0, and it should have stood. I don't think that was a foul. I said that during the what's that good one? Getting sick of the Green Brigade nonsense. Lock them up, says Islamic State. What's going on? Seen there was a wee protest outside a police station. Hopefully they don't use the water cannon, man, or else it'll be assault. Can't get enough water in your lifetime. Today's market. Tor Andre Flo is better value than Engels. Well, some people would disagree, but here, not like Rangers got hee-haw from that, was it? And that's my problem. I just feel like mediocrity is just accepted nowadays. It is. It is, man. I'm not saying you can't celebrate that yesterday, right? But like I said, it shouldn't be over-celebrated. It's like, it's not a win that does anything. You know what I mean? I'm not expecting that stand at Dens Park to sit in fucking silence when we score a 93rd minute winner, folks. But at the same time, let's not pretend that it's the Holy Grail and that everything's fixed, because it's not. You're 47. I hope he wasn't in nappies around the early 2000s when he's 47 now. But, woo, he's projecting. Should be a grab of the ball, stern face, back to the kick-off spot. The standards at Rangers are so low now, and Ferguson is adding to it with a punch in the air, celebrating 4, getting back to drawing. Yeah, you could, yeah. Like, Barry's jumping about and he's sliding with his brogues on, man, like it's a fucking episode of Total Wipeout. You celebrate at an Old Firm win like a league win. I mean, I've got no issues with I've no issues with that, right? You know what I mean? I will know. I will have no issues with that celebration because it's a fucking long time since we won there. And yeah, the league was won, but it was a good day. Totally different if it was to get back within like 3 to 6 points behind Celtic, not 13 in April particularly. Absolutely not. Ben Doak to Everton, he could be. Seen that earlier. Don't know if Liverpool would sell to Everton though, even though they're not. They're never going to compete with them. So, Islamic State, opinionated Glaswegian, Big Jock now. That'll open my can of worms in this chat. I want Barry going in, dishing out a few pile drivers for that first half, not going in saying the character is great for coming back. Yeah, like, the character's not, man. You know what I mean? It's like we're going down every game, it feels like. You know what I mean? It's just absolutely ridiculous. Like, where's the character to not go 2-0 down every game? You know what I mean? And then, some things happen, man, right? You can't go every season without going 2-0 down to teams, even the lower teams, but not every other game. Like, I would say this season domestically, right, we have went, I mean, let's just scrap by 2 or more, right? Domestically this season, I think there's maybe about 20 games we've been losing. And I don't think that's an exaggeration. I'd say it would near enough be. But 20 games, it's been fucking ridiculous. It is. Something I don't think you or Hearts guy knows. Celtic never let Doak go. Yeah, Doak went himself. Hoofball, you're best. Started watching when Souness took the manager spot at Rangers. I've seen so much shit. So much shit. Dun, 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 dun. Still game on the background. It's that Scones episode, right, folks? We're going to end this at 45 minutes. I went 5 extra minutes for the sake of the people. Thank you for the super chat, Sean. I know it was like 20 minutes ago, but yeah, I still show appreciation. All right, appreciation. So we'll get like 2 minutes here to go. Long time ago. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, tell Jambo Bear say congrats on winning the first 15-minute trophy. That's a second half and a 15 minutes now. Yeah. Can they add the treble? Can they add the Scottish Cup to the second half in the 15 minutes? We'll have to wait and see. They won the first half against Rangers a couple of weeks ago. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see here. You stopped supporting Celtic in 2009 when you get kicked out of a Celtic supporters club for being Jewish. Well, that's no right. That's fucking bang out of order. No kosher nights in at Celtic Park? I don't think so. I bet if Barry gets the job, Tavernier still is captain and first choice right back next season. Not a new 23-year-old when the guy will be 34. It's a complete personality over practical and pure sporting logic culture at Rangers. I agree. Am I late? I've been playing Batman Arkham Asylum for the past hour. Yes, Blue Mac, you're late, son. I've put the end it there. Ultra Pro Wrestling. Thank you, Juicy Bear. I was looking for it earlier because I forgot the name of it. Let me Ultra Pro Wrestling. I'll have a wee look at that. Maybe there'll be a wee fid on Fog Wrestling about that. I think Rangers will win. Ibrox against Celtic. I think they will. Who'd I give the captain's armband? Yeah, I'd give it to Raskin. He's come out and said the right things in pressers before, in interviews and on the pitch when he was captain for the short time. So I would do that. Ultra Pro Wrestling. Well, here, if Raven's in it, if DDP's in it, then maybe I'll need to check it out. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. But, yeah, folks, that's where we're wrapping it up. I'll go to 36 in case there's a big, great question that comes in the end rather abruptly. But, yeah, decent stream tonight. We'll be back tomorrow in some capacity. As a Celtic fan, I'm not looking forward to the Ibrox meeting. Doesn't matter, does it? I think Celtic are a couple of wins away for confirming it, right? But Celtic do not want to lose 3 in a row to Rangers. You know what I mean? Because as much as the banter floats about as 13 points, when that 2025-26 season starts, every team in this league starts on 0. And the first game will be at Ibrox. And Rangers going into that first game of the first Old Firm of the season at Ibrox, having won 3 in a row. That will have an effect to a degree, but that's for September time. This is March time, folks. Could Celtic intensely half winning the title to the split so they can do it in our backyard? Wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Maybe if they were utterly dominant against us in the games, but they'd be. I mean, imagine putting it off to like the third last game, then we beat them. and then it's still alive with 2 games to go. Wishful thinking. I hope it would happen, but it's not going to happen. I'd hope for a draw. Brodge hasn't got a clue against you right now. Yeah, he's too greeting about the water balls. How embarrassing would that be? Beat Celtic 3 out of 4 league matches and yet finish at least 10 points behind them. Clement should have been sacked far earlier. All the happy clappers to blame. Did I say McCoyster instead of Clement? I don't know. To blame yet again. Yeah, but I was trying to talk about McCoyster because I can't remember when it was. It was during one. I think it was the build-up to the Fenerbahce game when he was on the pitch. He said, like, you know, in Scotland, all you've got to do is beat the other team, i.e. Rangers need to beat Celtic, Celtic need to beat Rangers. If we beat Celtic 3 out of 4 times this season and finish double points behind, that just proves that logic's fucking irrelevant. And it was almost the complete opposite last season where we couldn't beat Celtic domestically, but the gap was close right up and towards, the split. So you need to beat the other teams in this league and you need to treat them with respect. But the sad reality is I think a lot of these Rangers players don't treat the rest of this team or the rest of this league with the respect it deserves. Because until then, I mean, you're not going to fucking get the job done. Rodgers is honestly an arrogant fanny. He never changes his system or seems to learn a thing against sides in Europe or us of the last 3 derbies. Hopefully it stays the same, Blue Mac. Agreed, they should have sacked Clement in like August. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Fucking why was Clement... I said... After that 3-0 game in September, I said, he's got to go. We're only going to get further behind with him. You know what I mean? And we did. Yeah, don't know who would have brought in. Maybe, you don't know how the timeline goes. Timeline got messed up, all that shit. We don't know how it would have went, but I'm convinced if we sack Philip Clement, right, in September, we're not 13 points behind. And we'll end on that. Till next time, peace.